Now we're going to show you a real-world example of the ecosystem of everything. It's my great pleasure to welcome the founder and CEO of OnFarm, Lance Donny.
Okay, I see the look in some of your eyes. Either you're thinking you're in the wrong place or I am. But hang in there with me because I'm going to share how technology, connected devices, are playing an instrumental role in the future of farming. And how OnFarm and IBM are developing solutions to help farmers grow more and meet the challenges of additional food production while reducing their resources. Agriculture has a global problem. The population is increasing and incomes are steadily growing. As consumers around the world want more protein, vegetables, and fruits, the demand is increasing. By 2050, 9 billion people on the planet will go to bed either hungry or well-fed, depending on how well farming responds to that challenge. To meet the challenge, farmers are going to have to become a lot more productive. In fact, they're going to need to double production. Since the 60s, we've done that through fertilizers and genomics and extra water. But applying more fertilizer and water won't solve this current challenge. To do that, farming is turning to a new tool, technology, and more importantly, information. You may be wondering how. Connected devices and analytics give farmers the ability to continually monitor and use information to manage resources. And as the demand for food continues to increase, tools that enable farmers to meet those needs and meet a global challenge for food demand. In good years, farmers can grow more and grow more effectively. In difficult years, like this year in California with the drought, technology will enable farmers to monitor and apply the precise amount of water at exactly the right time. Doing so can help make every drop of water count and could help save some crops, and in some cases, some farms. Wearable devices and web-enabled appliances are really kind of cool and interesting, but let me share a secret. Agriculture is the sleeping giant of the Internet of Things and a fantastic big data opportunity. Variety, volume, and velocity, agriculture has all three. But more importantly, for any big data problem, it's really important. I think everyone here understands we all eat. Today, there are hundreds of options for farmers to monitor the soil, crops, plants, equipment, and people. Satellite and drone data is being commercialized, making daily views possible. By the end of the decade, there will be billions of connected devices in agriculture, transmitting 100 billion sensor readings every single day. Many of those sources providing data in near real time. And it's important. If you're not familiar with the scale of agriculture, there are 3.8 billion acres and 525 million farms on the planet. They use 70% of the available fresh water. 10% of global GDP is from agriculture, and 40% of the population makes its living from food. If you want to track an E. coli breakout in lettuce, or how much water was used to grow your apple, that data must start on the farm, not just in the US, but globally. Our core problem is to collect, analyze, and deliver all this information in a meaningful way. The data is messy, most of it in silos in separate companies, where the complete picture of a crop, how it responds to its environmental conditions, and the clues to improving productivity are locked away. Solving the information problem will require agriculture to go through a major shift, and it's already underway. In the year 2000, there were 525 million farms and about 0 connected devices. At that time, most information was entered manually in spreadsheets or simple farm management systems. Decision-making was done by a person, and I'm sure you've heard this used before, under the guidance of, we've always done it this way. By the end of the decade, the average US farm will have 50 connected devices, and most of that data will be automatically collected by the internet. By 2035, many global farms will have connected devices communicating data 24/7 to analytic systems that provide real-time recommendations, automations for each field and every crop. So when the weather forecast changes, so will things like irrigation schedules automatically, not just in the US, but places like Latin America and China and Africa and India, which will enable small farmers to see dramatic increases in productivity. Solving how to connect all this information and provide insight is the mission at OnFarm. We built the first Internet of Things platform for agriculture. Just like Mint collects your personal financial data, OnFarm integrates data from multiple companies to provide a BI dashboard for farm decision making. But unlike banking, agriculture data is a mess. There is no data standard. So to solve this, OnFarm built special data connectors, API connectors, that we work with every company. Everything from moisture sensors in the soil to images that come out of the cloud. Once built, our software automates and collects all that data. Farmers select the products that fit their need, and information is available in OnFarm. From that point forward, it is completely transparent to the farmer. It is Internet of Things, plug and play. But the key to unlocking the value in the data is to provide insight to the user. So we analyze it, distilling it down to relevant, actionable information, forecasts, and recommendations that enable farmers to make better decisions. It works in any crop, anywhere. Let me give you an example of how connected devices and analytics can be used for better farming. In southwest Georgia, there's an area known as the Flint River Basin. Due to environmental concerns along the basin, irrigation is impacted, which threatens the $2 billion farming industry. In Georgia, weather is volatile, and it creates planting challenges for farmers, and they fight between over and under irrigating, which gives us an opportunity to use analytics to make a recommendation for the right amount of water at the right time. The University of Georgia estimates that monitoring and analytics could save an additional 15% of water, both in the improving farming yields and profit. So OnFarm and IBM are collaborating with the University of Georgia and the USDA to solve the problem. The goal? Dramatically improve how irrigation is planned. It's a great fit. OnFarm is great at collecting sensor equipment and crop data. IBM has got a wonderful platform called Deep Thunder, which provides highly accurate, localized weather forecasting for each field. Our models analyze all the data and predict what the crop needs based on the conditions and the forecast. We generate a prescription that gets delivered to the irrigation equipment. Anytime the weather, crop, or needs change, that prescription is updated and automatically delivered to the field. So each crop gets exactly the right amount of water it needs at the precise time. The technology we're pioneering can enable farmers everywhere to grow more but use less. In the Flint River area, saving 15% of the water could mean saving 50 billion gallons of water annually. Enough for every person in the 10 largest cities in Georgia. Or to put it another way, as you venture out on the Strip, enough water to see for every person you see in Las Vegas for the entire year. OnFarm and IBM are working together to build a smarter planet by connecting these devices and enabling new insights for farmers so they can make better farming decisions. I appreciate the opportunity to share our story, and I hope you stay connected with us as we change an industry. Thank you.